the young, and the restless spoilers. For as long as anyone could remember, Adam Newman had always seemed to be the one who stepped in when Faith needed saving. Time after time, when the situation turned dire, Adam was there, almost as if he was fated to be her protector. Sharon, Faith's mother, couldn't hide the unease she felt whenever Adam and Faith were mentioned in the same breath. It wasn't just that Adam had a complex history with the Newman family, it was something deeper, something Sharon couldn't quite bring herself to admit. One question loomed larger than the rest. Why wasn't Nick, Faith's father, the one who had been a match for her kidney transplant when she desperately needed it? Why had it been Adam, of all people, whose kidney had saved her life? It seemed too convenient, too perfect to be a mere coincidence. Sharon's worry wasn't just about the past, it was about the truth that she had been hiding for years. Was Adam Faith's biological father? Sharon's mind spiraled with doubt and guilt, memories flooding back from the time when her life had been chaotic, and Adam had been there for her in ways she couldn't explain. There had always been something unresolved between them. She had buried it, convinced herself that Nick was the right choice for her children, that Nick was the good man Faith needed as a father. But the question haunted her, was Nick really Faith's biological father, or had she been living a lie all these years? Nick, on the other hand, never questioned the paternity of his children. To him, it didn't matter whether Faith or any of his kids shared his DNA. In his eyes, they were all his children, regardless of blood ties. Nick's sense of fatherhood went beyond biology, it was rooted in love, responsibility, and devotion. He had always been there for Faith, offering her the stability and security that Sharon had struggled to provide at times. Faith loved Nick, and in her heart, he was her one and only father. She had grown up with him, knowing nothing else. Her bond with Nick was unshakable, and the thought of that changing would be unimaginable to her. But Sharon couldn't shake the feeling that things weren't as simple as Nick saw them. She had chosen Nick because he was the kind of man who would be a good father, the kind of father she wanted for her children. Adam, with his dark past and complicated relationship with the Newman family, wasn't the man she wanted raising her daughter. But that didn't erase the possibility that Adam could be Faith's biological father. If that were true, it meant Sharon had been hiding a monumental secret, one that could shatter the family she had worked so hard to keep together. Faith, too, had always seen Nick as her father. The idea that her biological father could be someone else, especially Adam, would devastate her. Faith adored Nick, he was the man who had always been there for her, the man who had raised her with love and care. The revelation that Adam, a man she had only ever seen as a distant figure with a troubled history, could be her true father would turn her world upside down. Sharon knew this. She also knew that Faith would not want her life to change. Faith had found comfort in the life she had, and Sharon feared that the truth would destroy everything. She had worked so hard to protect Faith from the chaos of the Newman family drama, from the endless power struggles and betrayals. But Sharon couldn't protect her from the truth forever. Sooner or later, it would come out. The real question was, would Sharon be the one to tell Faith the truth, or would the truth be exposed in some other, more painful way? Sharon's heart ached at the thought of facing her daughter, of confessing that she had kept such a life-altering secret. But what choice did she have? If Faith found out through someone else, it would be even worse. The longer Sharon waited, the harder it would be to explain why she had kept this from her for so long. Sharon had to face the reality that the truth couldn't stay buried forever. The bond between Faith and Adam was already growing, whether Sharon liked it or not. Adam had saved Faith's life, and that connection would inevitably raise questions. Sharon had no idea how Faith would react if she found out that Adam was her biological father, but one thing was certain: Faith would be heartbroken. Sharon knew that Faith wasn't prepared for such a revelation. She didn't want her world to change. She didn't want to lose the sense of security and stability that Nick provided. Faith had always seen Adam as someone distant, someone on the periphery of her life. If Sharon revealed that Adam was her true father, it would upend everything Faith believed about herself and her family. But as much as Sharon feared the consequences, she couldn't keep running from the truth. She had made mistakes in the past, many mistakes, but this one could be the biggest of them all if she didn't handle it properly.